Good day, sir. My name is Delmar D. Shervo, uh, reporting for Chapter 5, Warehousing, from BIT4A. For our introduction, uh, planning shop layout is essential for success, as it can either destroy or propel a business. The guide covered the basics needed to run a warehouse, from arranging it to receiving, picking and shipping. And for our what is the difference between warehouse and warehousing. So here warehousing is the physical storing, monitoring and safekeeping of goods. Then a warehouse provides storage, while distribution centers store product and fulfill orders. And then social doors are placed for employees to access the dock, which are not intended for human entry. Then for our warehouse management, organizing and controlling warehouse operations to ensure optimal performance. So first is arrange the warehouse and its inventory, and the next is having and maintaining the appropriate equipment. Then managing stock coming into the facility, and then picking and shipping orders. Picking, packing and shipping orders. And then the last one is tracking and providing overall warehouse performance. And most high growth retailers will use automations tools such as warehouse management system and other software such as Oracle and SAP. Then our warehouse process. Warehousing has 6 common steps which are used by most industrial companies. Number 1 is receiving of goods. Receiving of goods involves unloading and inspection of goods. Then number 2, put away, is the second step of the warehousing process, which involve quality checking and moving goods away for storage. The number 3, storage is the process of monitoring goods for quality, quantity, and lifespan. Then number 4, order picking. Order picking is the process of removing goods from storage. Then the number 5 is shipping preparation. Warehousemen prepare goods for shipping by inspecting and packing and stacking them on pallets. Then lastly, number 6, shipping is the last step of warehousing. And then the figure above shows the warehousing process. So this figure, the first is input, then receiving of goods, then our warehouse process. So the first is put away, then the second storage, then the third is shipping preparation. The third is ordering picking, and the fourth is shipping preparation, and the last is shipping output. Arranging the warehouse. Planning your warehouse operation involves balancing two things: efficiency and balance. Then the first one is providing enough storage space for your inventory while. Then the second one is still having enough working space for staff to move around and complete their task. Then designing a warehouse with the following requirements is essential for success. So the first box is receiving new stock area. Then the second one is unpacking area. Then next is packing area. Then next is shipping station. Then the next one is excess absolute stock area. Then the next one is warehouse office. Then lastly, main storage area. Then here, sketch out warehouse layout to scale before setting up changing it. So here we have here the shipping picking dock, shipping pickup. So here we have racks shelf, then rack shelf. Then the middle is office for shipping station. Then the next is receiving dock, or should I say receiving area. Then we have here the pallet receiving and stock unpacking. Then rack shelf. Then next one is, and then space and maneuverability are essential for pickers and warehousemen, and the layout should be patterned based on product, operation, or combination types. Then our warehousing element and strategies. Warehousing strategies change by demand, season, and marketing power. Then the next is, the following strategies are for the whole warehousing process. So the number one is color coding. Color coding helps warehousemen identify and manage goods, reducing confusion and providing an orderly loading and unloading process. Then the number two is use of software and latest logistic technologies for businesses with the best quality of machines, equipment, and warehouse set have a competitive advantage due to software and logistic technologies. And for our number three, replenishment. Replenishment is a common strategy in warehousing that monitors stock and uses a periodic inventory approach. Excuse me. Then number 4, ABC classification. ABC classification classify goods into 3 categories. So number 1 is high, number 2 average, and number 3 is obsolete. Then number 5 is managing or order release process. Managing order release process to maximize volume and efficiency. For our number 6, outsourcing. For our outsourcing is an effective way to increase productivity by outsourcing transportation and warehousing goods, especially for hazardous goods and perishable goods. Then number 7, cross-docking. Businesses use cross-docking to increase productivity. Then here, we have here the without cross docking. So the number 1 is truck, number 2 truck, number 3 truck. So sa below of that, store. And then the next one is with the cross docking. So 1 to 3 truck. Then the middle is distribution center. Then the last is store. Then this docking process is allow goods uh, to be delivered directly to customer without having to be expected. I mean expected. Then for our number 8, basic labeling. So we have here the table. The illustration number 1 below shows a simple labeling. So this illustration label goods on a warehouse using alpha numeric combination to reduce pickers time. So for our illustration number 1 row, AAA, BBB, then shelf, AAB, AAB, then the bin, 121121. And assuming that the illustration 1 tackles about your clothing, then all your blue to shirt size medium will be in a row A. Then the shelf B has been number 1. The pattern can be continued like this. This illustration, the number 1 is row. So we have here A1, then A2, then B1, B1. Then our shelf, A, B, A, B, A, B. Then the bin is 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Then bigger warehouse with more row may need to add a little more details. Number 9 is picking system. So different picking strategies are used by retailers and wholesalers to increase productivity. And then these are the 4 main picking system or method used by medium to large retailers. And we have 4 categories in this table. The first one is single order. Single order is the best picking method. For retailers starting out, not applicable to businesses with more complex picking methods. Then the next one is batch picking. Batch picking is when a picker is assigned a batch of order to pick, usually between 10 to 30, depending on the physical size with the product. Then the next one is size picking. Size picking is the process of assigning pickers to specific areas to pick stock. Pickers need to be passed around the warehouse to avoid confusion and delay shipping. Then lastly, wave picking. Wave picking is a faster dense zone picking, but labor costs increase due to packers spending more time combining orders. This method is best for retailers with a high volume of multiple item and low pickers, as speed of dispatch is more important than cost. Then our summarized table of picking method. So we have here picking method, the single order, we have here batch, zone, wave. Then the next column is order volume. So the low and high and mid and high. Then the next column is item per orders. So we have here mid to high, then low to mid, then low to mid again, then the mid to high. Then the last column, best for start up high volume of single item orders. Then high volume with a lot of products per orders. Then the lastly, high volume with multiple items per orders. Number 10, picking. Picking is an opportunity to ensure the right product are sent to the right customers with the most efficient way. So here we have things to consider in the picking process. So the number 1 is box size. The box size of the size of a box affects the cost of a business. Then the number 2 is picking materials. Picking materials are essential for protecting a product during transit, minimizing damage and weight. Then here, common packing materials. First is air filo, plastic bag filled with air. Very lightweight and good protection, but requires work to inflate. Then shredded wool, a loose fill wool which is lightweight but limited shock protection. Next is packing peanuts, biodegradable or recycle foam peanuts. Then the next is bubble wrap, 2 layers wrap around products using sellotape to hold. Then shredded paper, ship a lightweight but limited protection. Then the next is crunch paper, from paper dispenser way and crunch by packer. And then for our 11, shipping orders, is required detailed attention to maintain productivity and quality. Then the following step can help you achieve a smooth flow of shipping orders product. Then we have 2 categories. The first one is weight the package. Weight the package to determine the cost of shipping and transportation, especially if it is too heavy. Then the number 2 is print out relevant shipping labels. Print out relevant shipping labels to provide initial information about the package. Then the number 3 is making orders. Business use computer software to mark order for monitoring purposes. Then number 4, send out shipping confirmation. Shipping confirmation is essential for determining when the ship where to ship and when to receive an item. Thank you so much for listening.